Doing a video today on upgrading our Range Rover L322. This is 2006. So I think as long as you have got the conventional handbrake, this will be the same in your interior. Okay, right. So Ian set this up, and basically he's gone in our warehouse and raided as many LED things as he can to try and update all the interior lamps, and he's laid them all out neatly here. So this is the rear of the car, and there's two lights, and we'll go through these and show you how to fit these. So there's two light modules here. These are replacement LED modules here. You can see those. And they're in the tailgates. When you lift up the tailgate, again, we'll see them. Okay, then there's one in the boot or trunk for our American friends. Again, the same sort of module there with loads of LEDs in. So that's so where you can see where all your stuff is in the boot. The overhead console, rear seats, that's the overhead console. Yeah, so that's the center overhead console in the middle. We've got three of these LED bulbs here, and they emit light both on the face and the sides. Then in the doors, at the bottom of the doors, you've got the courtesy puddle welcome lights that shine on the floor, and we're going to replace those with these LED ones here. You'll notice that these are a little bit narrower than the other ones. And now a lot of these modules are the same. These are the ones.
We've got two types of module. There's a door module.
Skinny.
The other.
There's a skinny module and a fat module. They are next to. We'll call them skinny and fat. Look, we're not body shaming. We're just stating the way we see it, right? So that's the thin one. That's the fat one. And these two go in the Footwell. So when you get in the car, the Footwells are all nicely lit up. And then these ones here are for the welcome lights in. Where are these?
The dash ends. So they're the dash
Oh yeah, the dash ends. That's right. Yeah, because we've had a question. Someone asked on the YouTube. He spotted. I've forgotten the name. They said, "Can you show us how to do that?" Well, we've gone a step further, and we're going to upgrade them all. And then this one here is the front overhead console by your rear view mirror. So that's it. So gosh, there's about 204 bulbs in the kit. Now there isn't really, but we'll put these for sale. But you can get the bits on YouTube, eBay, sorry, our website. Right. One thing I will explain, for the fat modules, Land Rover have made it super complicated. Right. Let's explain. So they all look the same, these fat modules, and they're in various places on the car as we've just shown you. But, and this is the sort of what we've done is where the connector plugs in here, we've sort of coloured it, and they come in these sort of weird sort of shapes with little tabs off here and off there, and you'll see if I hold them both together, if I can do this, I'll get them both the same way round. Okay, and I'll hold them both together. You'll see that the pin, because we've coloured this one black, you'll see that it's got little bits sticking out differently and everything. Now basically we would have to supply you with 3 different types of modules, which would be a real pain. Now what we're going to do is, this is a connector we've cut off. Now you'll notice that your connectors are all basically a 3-pin connector with a little tab. We're going to file off the tab from all the connectors, because then we can supply you with one type of fat module and it will fit all of them. Now the only thing to note is that if you, as I'm holding it there, you can see that the pins are not central along the sort of length of the connector. They're offset to the top or the bottom. So when you're plugging them in, because you haven't got the guide pin, make sure you look, are the pins towards the bottom or towards the top, and make sure you plug them in the right way round. It's fairly obvious once you try it. It lets you know it's not going to fit. Right, do you want to do a little demo of the filing thing, Ian? Let's have a look. It should be pretty quick.
So this is one of our new ones, and as I said, at the minute it won't go because the pins are the wrong way up. So we need to file down this edge.
I'm going to do classic drawer filing for us, Ian. Go on, show me how to do it. Look at that. That's how I do it properly, one way apparently. No, we do it the way everyone does it. It's got to be twice as quick, right? Right.
So I think we're going to have to take the whole of that side down so it's almost square. And then hopefully, there we go.
Look at that.
it will then fit in the opposite way up to the way that you think it should.
So although it's not ideal, it actually does make it easier for you because we can just supply one type of module.
So all of these fat ones will be the same, whether it's for your tailgate, your boot, your footwells. You've just got to quickly file off that tab.
And make sure you get it the right way. If there's like 3 pins, is which way up you can.
It still won't fit that way. If I flip it round, now it slots straight in.
Right, that's the technical bit. Right, now let's get on and do it. Right, so we'll give you an example. Where are you going to start? Front or back in?
Where should we go?
Back.
Tailgate.
Right, tailgate. Right, so let's do these quick. Right, so in the tailgate, you've got the lights up. You might have never even noticed them. They're up here.
And one end, you should have a little notch at the end of it to show you where to put the screwdriver. You should be able to go in there and lever down, and you'll pop that straight out.
And then you just pull out the plug, and then let's have a look at the plug in. Has it got some weird? Yeah, so again, it's got some weird little corner tab on it. Is that going to go in without it or not? Some of them may go in straight away.
No, we're going to need to
file it. Right, we'll stop the video. Ian's going to do a bit of file. Oh, should we go on? See how quick it takes. But we won't do this for all the ones where we have to file. We'll do it on the first one just so you can see real time. If you're playing this on your speaker at home, people are going to wonder what's going on. Bit more.
Yeah, just a little bit more.
Alright. There we go. That'll light up.
See instantly how much brighter that
is. Let me see if can I zoom back out. Let me have a look. So there's the LED one there, and that's the other one. Right, that's that one done. Right, the boot liner one is much the same, but let's do that one quickly. The boot liner, the boot light.
So yeah, same type of module. Again, you should have a cutout which should be towards your seats. So that should just pop out. Just disconnect that one.
Right, we'll file that one and come back and see it. Right, so Ian's fitted that one and he's just quickly getting the other one of those there ready. I just wanted to show you before he fits it. So there you go, you can see that's the new one and that's the old one with the bulb inside. The other thing you'll notice when you take these out is they really do get quite warm. So your car is using a lot more electricity when you've got all your interior lights on. You're increasing your risk of a flat battery with conventional lights. These LED ones are going to be brighter and drain your battery less. So, well worth doing. Right, we'll let Ian finish that one and we'll get on to the next bit. Right, we've turned the lights off. We're going to show you, this is the sort of one we're going to replace, and we'll show you the front door. We've replaced the front door. If you just close that door in and open the front, obviously it points down, but look at that. I mean, it is night and day. Right, let's turn the light back on and let's show you how to do this one. So these are the skinny modules, right?
Yep, these are the skinny ones. Same again though, just get your screwdriver in. Usually towards the hinge side it should be, unless someone's fitted the module in the wrong way around.
Go on.
That one just pulls out. Again, watch out, the bulb may be hot.
Right, you get the LED. I'll just have a look at the two of these together.
These don't need filing. They just plug.
They literally
just plug straight in and clip in.
Clip in, yeah. So let's just, so that you can see there the old module and the new module. They're all exactly the same. No filing on these. What was the other thing I was going to show you? I can't remember. But just they're a thinner module. There we go. The front one is the same as it, Ian. It just
front one's obviously
same.
Around underneath here. You may not know you've got it if you.
Right, what's next, Ian?
Next we can do welcome lights.
Yeah, let's do welcome lights.
So
now this could be a bit trickier. So these are the little lights that are in now. Right, point to note: if you've got the HSE model, you won't have these lights. The SE model, sorry, you won't have these lights. These are only fitted to the higher spec. But we haven't seen many without these. So you'll have 2 spare free bulbs if you haven't got these in your kit. Right.
Where are we going on this one? So we're hoping we can take this side panel off to get to the back of the bulb and not have to take this whole dash end off.
But we haven't practiced this. We've had complaints today, haven't we, Ian? We haven't practiced enough.
We don't practice.
We don't practice. We
If we
fly
can
by
do
the
it,
seat of our pants.
You can do it.
Right. What's the chance of getting in there?
So I don't know if you can see in here.
Let's have a little look.
But
See.
there is a white connector in there.
Oh.
So I think that's a twist.
No, we can't see in there.
Twist and pull.
Pull.
Hopefully I'll be able to.
I can get you a.
There we go.
Whoa! Look at that. He's straight in there.
So that's the white connector as it sits in there.
Yep. And what did you do? Rotate it?
So it's twist it sort of 45, 90 degrees. Not quite sure.
Yeah.
And then it just
Put it out.
straight
No,
out.
careful grabbing hold of that. That's going to be hot.
So you can separate these.
Okay.
So you've got a little white connector, just pulls apart, and you can put that on the bench to cool down quickly.
Yeah.
So that we don't have to touch the bulb.
Go on. I'll do it mine. Yeah, you do the film. I've got a hanky. Always carry a hanky. There you go. So that's the bulb. That's the bulb out. Now, some LEDs, if you're not buying from us, some are polarized. So you might plug it in one way and it won't work. Don't despair. Spin it and plug it in the other way. Oh, he says, like so. It will work then. If it doesn't work, just check these pins. You see these little
Sometimes
pins?
it's beneficial just to fold them out a little bit.
Just so that they
get a good contact with the...
But ours should be fine. You shouldn't need to mess about with them if you buy them from us. Get them right. We'll have a look now. Right, so that's... Mind you.
Easy as just pushing it in.
As easy as just pushing it in. I've messed it about. There you go. They're a nice tight fit, those. Nice snug fit. Right, go on in. Back over to you now. So again, well, you'll soon know it works because you got the doors open. Wish, right, gun. And then you got a light to help you in. That's this. See, it's like built-in work light. Is it blinding you?
A little.
People been admiring your hats, Ian. I think that's because what we watch in the video half the time. Right, so that's the dash light. Well, Ian's getting on with that. I'll start showing you what the next one we're going to do is. We're going to replace the lights in this overhead console here. Now, the middle console here and the front console are both the same. So you've got two sets of lights, two sets of bulbs the same, and you'll notice, so we've got the three of those there and the three there. They're both the same as the ones we're actually using for the welcome lights. So I'll grab those three there. You finished that yet, Ian, or is that?
It is a fiddle.
It's a fiddle with the light glaring at you.
But you might benefit.
What are you?
You're going to want to employ someone with small hands.
Small hands.
For this job.
Child labour.
Does this one just slide out?
There was a screw in the back of that one, as I recall. Let me just have a quick look. So we've got that in. It is a bit of a fiddle. Now, particularly on this end with the cup holder, you can't get in through this top bit. Now, we have got a video of how to remove the whole dash end if you get in a right pickle. There's some hidden little clips behind here. We'll put the link to that video up there. Email me if I forget to put the link, because I do sometimes. Right, let's get, I'll go, you jump in there, Ian. I'll dash round. Right, and let's have a go on this overhead console. Right then, so there it is, glowing yellow.
Right, so you should be able to go in the back here.
Yeah, that looks to be working.
There should be a couple of springs.
What's this in?
I practiced on the rear one.
Brucey won't be happy. Right, let's have a look where the clips are. So the clips around the edge there. Okay, yeah, right. I remember this, yeah. So you got those, right,
So
disconnect them.
we can take the whole unit down. So you take your bulbs at each of these three
Little sort of,
back, and they twist 90 degrees and pull up.
they'll still be hot.
These ones haven't been on. These
Cool
ones
wet
are
grass.
alright.
Cool wet grass.
And then again, just pull them out. Push these ones back in. Make sure they're in snug. Line them up. With these ones we have to... These are the pain ones. I remember these.
You can't get them in from the back,
Can't
can
get
you?
them in from the
Well, go on then,
back
show
on
us. Let's
these.
show us how not to do it. That's good enough. Show us the problem.
So these won't fit through that hole there.
Right. So we need to do it from the other end.
So you put the holder back in, and then you need to drop these ones in from the front, and then they will go from the front there.
Yeah.
You can see through the side here that the gap's long enough that it connects properly.
So you have to remove the thing
So
to take the
remove the
bulb
bulb.
out, put it back in, make sure it's contacted, go back from the front, line it up as best you can. Another job for small tube. That wasn't too bad. Right, what about the back one? What are we going to do there? Is that going to fit? Because we haven't got a window on that one.
That one is hot, but we should be able to take this whole front window off.
Yeah, let's have a look. Is it going to be easy to poke the window out from that? Oh, how do you do that, Ian?
So there's 3 clips on the outside. This might actually make it easier for doing the side too.
Yeah.
If you'd remembered this.
We should practice more. Brucey V is going to be giving us a hard time again. Be gentle on us, Bruce.
So I'm hoping that...
Right, so for the middle one, twist it out again, take the old bulb out. Right, again, you can't get the bulb through from the back, so you've got to get it through from the front. But getting the front off is tricky. You can pop the edge off.
So there's that one edge there, away from the buttons, has 3 clips along it. And then we're going to need a posi screwdriver, and behind each of these springs is a posi screw.
So just the 2 springs on that side. Yeah, there's only 2 springs on that side. You have to have that. So there we go. Woo.
So a good magnetic screwdriver is quite good for these. They're small screws.
And they're in a little recess as well.
Yeah.
Right.
And that should then allow us to take that whole face off. And again, we've got that hole exposed in the middle there. To plug this one in.
Wriggle him in.
Like so.
Yeah.
There's that can go back on.
Clip it back on first. Grab the screws. Right, now one thing we noticed when we're doing this, we're just having a look at the rear console lighting. And if you look at the rear and the front look exactly the same. But what you'll notice,
same process to swap the LEDs in that.
same,
in that
but
regard.
the white connector here versus a black connector there. Can you see that white and black? And interestingly, Land Rover or BMW who designed this one had it black for the front and white for the. So if you take them both out and you get muddled up, the white connector needs to go on the white plug and the black connector needs to go on the black plug. So there we go. That's the final thing there. You can see the LEDs behind there. We'll plug those in and we'll show you how good they are. So there we go, we've got those clipped in, they all clip in fine. So yeah, you can see there the amount of light that comes out of those, and also the middle one. That's more than you'll ever need. That's lighting it up in here fantastically. So hold on then. Right, so that one should still be on, right? Because we got the doors open.
So obviously that middle button controls both overhead and your welcome lights there.
There we go. Right, last one. Footwell lights.
So these are the same as the tailgate, and they're right up underneath here. Give the connector a pull. We'll file that quickly, and then get the Footwell ones in.
Okay, so we filed it. It's in. Clipped in.
Shows off our lovely mats and everything.
Look at that. So we'll do that. We've just got. So we'll finish off all of that. But that is the thing. Let's just do a. We'll change that one. Then what we'll do is we'll turn the workshop lights off completely and show you how good the whole car looks when we open up the doors. Okay, one other thing. So we're in the dark workshop, darkish. We've got one emergency light on. We're going to show you what it looks like. One thing as well to watch is some LEDs don't do the fade on, fade off, but the ones we supply do. Some start flickering. So as you may never have noticed it, but when you unlock your car, the lights come on, and they come on gradually. So if I just show you here, we unlock it, you see how they come on, and then likewise when we lock it, they do a fade. So all our LEDs do the fade and unfade. So if we just unlock it and then open the door, so you see how much brighter that is and how nice your interior looks with that. And you can
Turn your reading lights
Take
on.
your rear
and
lights
everything.
on, and it really does make the car look welcoming. And yeah, you should better now see what's in your boot. We've just got some rubbish. You've got these, so it does really set the car and set the interior off on the Range Rover. I think that's a worthwhile upgrade there. Good luck with that.